morning everyone and welcome to PureStretch. So before we start, I just want to remind you to get your equipment organised so that you can join me and have everything close to hand. It's going to be a mat-based class, but we are going to be standing up to start with, okay? I need you to get yourself a cushion. If you've got a ball, get it, and your band, okay? And I'm just going to go and get my speaker. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Pauline. So if you want to get your bits together, I'm going to get my speaker. That's that. Right, so hopefully you've got your equipment together. Good to see you both. Let's give you a little wave. We are going to be starting with a standing warm-up and then going down to our mat. So I tend to have sticky socks on when I'm doing my standing warm-up so I don't slip. You can have trainers on if you like, but I just don't want you to slip, that's all. Good morning, Tracy. Fantastic to see you this morning. Okay, so have you got everything ready? I really hope so. Oh, I bet you have. You're organised. Good morning, Rachel. And hi, Tracy. Let's give you a wave. Brilliant. So just to remind you, with the usual things of any exercise session, but in PureStretch, it's because we're stretching, it's not suitable for anyone who's pregnant or had a baby recently because of the chemical relaxing that pregnant ladies have in their bodies that make everything relax. That's all very well, but if you're doing a stretch class, you can get injured. So it's not recommended at all for anyone who's pregnant or had a baby recently. Make sure your area is safe. If you've got pets, make sure they're the friendly sort, all right? Most of mine are in the kitchen, okay? And we've had some beautiful photographs of people with their cats crawling all over them, that's fine. But it's just if the delivery man comes and Casper spies an enemy, then there'll be all sort of terrible barking, so he's in the kitchen. Okay, so hopefully you've got your band ball at the ready, and we're going to make a start with our warm-up. You work at your own level, you work at your own risk, and listen to how your body is feeling. Don't overdo anything, but really enjoy the movement today, the stretching, the moving, the toning up. Good morning, Judith. Okay, so let's pop some gentle music on, and we are going to start with a standing warm-up. Right, so let's just get that one on. Now I'll just make sure the volume is about right. In PureStretch, the music's only ever in the background. We're not working to the beat. So let's just stop. Some of you have probably had really busy mornings already. We're just gonna pause. Okay, we're gonna press the pause button on our Monday and have a lovely session working at our own level. Let's start with our feet together, side by side to begin with. Take the toes out to 10 to 2, lift the heels, turn the feet out and lower the heels down. Your feet are hip distance apart now. Before we do anything else, let's just close our eyes and focus on our breathing. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. So as you're standing, just reflect on how your body is feeling this morning. Check your shoulders are relaxed and down. You're thinking lovely long thoughts as though you're a puppet and someone was pulling the string from the top of your crown and lengthening you up. You're drawing in, you're lengthening up. Okay. Lovely long thoughts. And just have that imaginary belt round the middle, just tightened up to about 3 out of 10, so you've got an awareness of your core muscles which protects your back while you're exercising. Okay. Right, we're going to take a nice wide step. Feet are turned out, and we're just going to very gently go from side to side. So we're upright in the body, and we're just moving from side to side. So the point of our warm-up is to gently mobilise our joints, move our joints. And as one consultant, orthopaedic surgeon said, motion is lotion. The joints like movement, okay? So that's what we need to be doing. We need to get moving, gently moving. That's it. So this is warming up the ankles and the knees and the hips. That's it. So as we go across, we can just float an arm going to back to that position, but we're going to start leaning forwards now. So push your bottom back, look down towards the floor. And once you're used to leaning forward, bottom back, stretch across to the bent knee. So you're going to go across, across, across. Looking down. You may be aiming for your knee. You may be aiming for your ankle or indeed the floor. Depends how long your arms and legs are. Let's just do that 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and back into the middle. Brilliant. Okay, now we keep the wide stance, but now have this foot forwards and this foot to the side. And now the knee is moving in the direction of that foot and you're looking in that direction. Okay, swing this arm forwards, and as you take it back, follow your thumb with your gaze. Forwards and back. And one more. Pause behind and take it at shoulder height. Check that the knee and the foot are moving in the same direction. So you're adding some nice rotation in here as you're looking behind. You do 4 of those, and then you go over the top and stretch. Brilliant. 2 more. And relax. Well done. Both feet to the front. Now, so the feet are turned out, and we're going to gently sink and lift. Lower and lift. So a little plie squat. That's it. Now this time as you go down, take the arms down, stretch up, keep the legs still, and bring the arms down. So come down, lift up, and lower. 2 more. Down, come up, and 1 more. Well done. Now this foot is forward. This foot turns to the side, and the knee travels in the direction of that foot. Check that it's doing that, yeah? Okay, so once you've got your setup sorted, this hand floats under, and as it goes behind, you turn to keep your gaze on your thumb. Again. So we're going to do 4 of those. That's it. Well done. And then after those, you can pause behind and take it at shoulder height to the front and to the back. So really get that lovely rotation in, warming up your lower back. And after 4, pause behind and take it over the top and back, over the top. Brilliant. And just check this knee never goes beyond the toes, all right? That's important. I'm going to do 1 more. Excellent. And then walk the feet back to the middle. Well done. Okay, so we're going to warm up these hips. We're going to gently lift to the front. Now you can hold onto the wall if you need to, and lower it down. So 3 more. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 1 more. Well done. Swap sides. So lift the heel first, lift the knee. That's it. Lower it down. 3 more. Lift and lower. Excellent. Last one. Brilliant. Back to the first side. Lift the knee up. Now take it out to the side. Back to the middle and lower down. 3 more. Lift, out, back. 2 more. Brilliant, and 1 more. And lower, swap sides. Lift the knee up, get your balance, take it out to the side, back in, whoops, and look. Now you'll notice you've got a good side and a wobblier side. That's normal. Just work at it, all right? And fix your eyes on a little speck. That will help your balance. That's it. Last one. Good. Bring those arms down. Ooh, roll those shoulders. Good morning, Tori. Good to see you. Okay, so we've lifted up, we've lifted out. We're now going to bring this leg up and we're going to circle the foot round. So circle it round in 4 little circles with that foot and back the other way. Well done. Lower it down and bring the other one up and circle. Fantastic. Back the other way. Good. And down we go. Okay, so we're just a little bit of skiing. Our feet are hip distance apart. Tummy's in. Stretch up. Breathe in. As we breathe out, we just ski down. We come up to breathe in and breathe out. Again, stretch up. Breathe out. Excellent. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Stretch up. Excellent. Last one. Now finish with the arms here, palms forward. And we're just going to do a little bit of rotation. So the hips are nice and forward. We're going to breathe in and then we're going to breathe out as we turn. So here we go. We're going to turn. Back to the centre, stretch up. Bring it down. We're going to turn that way now. Breathe in. As you breathe out, turn. Excellent. Again. Stretch up, pull down and turn. To the centre, stretch up, draw down and rotate. Excellent. Okay, let's circle those arms. Woo. And back the other way. Good. Now what we're going to do, bring those arms down. Okay, so we're going to draw our attention to our heels. We're going to lift our heels up and we're going to balance. Okay, so we're on the front of our feet, lifting up the heels. Let's take the arms up and bring the arms down. How are you doing bouncing on those heels? Lifting the heels and bouncing on the feet. Up we come. Excellent. Okay. Now we are going to do a little rotation. Now if you're able to do this on lifted heels, that's great. If you find that too tricky because you've got issues with your ankles, you can just keep your feet down. So we're going to take the arms up. So the arms up and the heels if you're able to do it. We're going to rotate to the side. Take one arm down the front, one arm down the back. We're going to lift them up. We're going to rotate and lower. Ooh, again, lift the arms and the heels up. If you're able to rotate round, one arm down the front, one arm down the back. Lift, turn and lower. Well done. And roll the shoulders. What I need you to do now is some gentle skiing, but as you come up, I'd like you to look at the ceiling and check for cobwebs. I want a nice little bit of extension in that back, okay? So we're going to ski. Lift up, breathe in, breathe out. Now as we come in, up, check for cobwebs. Arms a little wider, look for the cobwebs. Return to parallel arms, ski down. Come up, look up, check for cobwebs. Pause, bet you haven't got any. Up you come, ski down. Again, make that little baby back bend if you can. Last time, ski down. Looking up, nice wide arms. And return the arms down and roll your shoulders. Well done. So to finish off, we're just going to do a little side stretch. We come to the top and sliding down. So just imagine you're between 2 panes of glass. You can't move forwards and back, just side to side. Excellent. 4 more. So that's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent work. And roll those shoulders. Okay. So we are going to go down to our mat now. Now, if you'd like to do a roll down, we can. If you don't, that's fine. You can take yourself slowly down to the floor. Now with the roll down, there's a couple of different techniques. I'll just show you. So I'm going to get my mat so you can see me. You need to have your equipment nearby, but just in a safe place, all right? Now, most people can do roll downs fine, okay? The the only people who might have issues with their back, so we're thinking osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, it's not good for them to do full flexion, okay, that's not a good idea. So they can do a hinged roll down. They can imagine they've got a dotted line at their waist and they're literally leaning forwards and coming up again. Okay, there's like a hinge in a door, okay? Others of us will do a fully flexed roll down, which is fine for us as long as it's comfortable, it doesn't give you back pain, but you have not got those two conditions, okay? So, we're going to stand at the end of our mat, okay, I'm standing here so you can see me. Feet are hip distance apart, okay? Relax the shoulders, okay? I'm just wondering which way to do it so you can see. That's it. So you're at the far end of your mat, okay? So relax the shoulders, have a lovely awareness of those core muscles. Feet are a hip distance apart. Breathe in as you stretch up. Now as you start breathing out, bring the arms down, put the chin towards the chest, but imagine you've got a peach there. And just gently roll, take your hands just to your knees and pause. Breathe in, as you breathe out, roll back up again. Now the position with the head, imagine there is a peach there and you're keeping a regular distance between your chest and your chin. I don't want your chin right down here, have a little bit of a gap. Let's do it again, breath in. As you roll down, chin on your peach, rolling down. Now you might find you could go a little bit lower this time, head's tucked in. Hands can be on the knees or floating, that's fine. Breathe in. As you breathe out, start stacking that spine one vertebra at a time. As you come up to standing and roll the shoulders. Now this time will be your last time you're going to roll down and then eventually take yourself down to your mat, alright? So here we go, breath in. As you breathe out, bring the arms down, lovely awareness of these core muscles, you're rolling down. Enjoy the stretch first. Bend the knees. When you're ready, take your hands to the floor, walk your hands forwards. Okay, and that takes you down to the mat, okay? So, what I'd like you to do now, you can either hug your knees by bringing your legs around the front, if that's what your knees like, or you can sit back on your heels, put the ball in here if you like that, stretch forward, and just give your back and shoulders a little stretch. I'm just going to turn my camera. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go down onto our mat and we're going to do some lower back work, and we're going to move our upper back and lower back as we do some work on the mat, okay? You could have a very flat pillow under your forehead if you wanted to, but I tend to take my glasses off when I'm working flat down. Okay, so if I just show you what you're going to do, you're going to start with your little diamond press to work your lower back, and then we're going to work up the levels for difficulty. Okay, so if you would like to lower yourself down to your mat, making sure you can see me, you make a diamond in front of you with your hands, and your fingertips touch in the middle, and you settle your shoulders. Your body is lovely and long, and you've got a nice awareness of those core muscles. Now, all we're going to do is very gently lift the head, neck and shoulders up, inching the elbows in. It lifts your chest up, you're looking to the end of your mat, and then gently lower down. So you're going to lift and you're going to lower. Okay. So that's your entry level one, which is great. Just really connect with these core muscles and do what's comfortable for your body. So it's great for us all to start at level 1. It's level 1 because it's supported, your forearms are on the mat, and then lower down. That's it. If whilst you're up here you want to work a little bit harder, you can bring a heel in towards the bottom, you straighten the leg, and then you come down. So you're going to lift, bring the other one in. I'm only looking to the camera because I can see I'm doing it right, but you're keeping your neck still, and looking forwards. So we're lifting up, we're bringing the heel in, taking it down and lower down. You can do 2 more at your level. And then put your hands by your shoulders, come up, and we're going to do a little cat stretch. So our back is long, knees are under hips, wrists under shoulders, and just gently arch the back up, lowering the head down. Keep the hips still, but lower the back down, making that little hollow and look up. Again, we're going to arch the back up, lowering the head down. And then keep the hips still, but lower the back down, look up, bottom out. Excellent. Okay, so we are now going to go back down to our mat to do a rotation exercise. So you will be flat down again, your arms will be in this position, okay? You're going to look to the right, and then you're going to lift that right arm and right shoulder up, lower it down, turn the head, lift the other side, okay? So we're going to start with bent arms. If you've got room, you could do straight arms if you wanted to. I'm quite strapped for space with my wall, so I'm going to stick to bent arms. But always start with bent arms first and then progress on to straight arms if you have the space or the ability. Okay, so let us take ourselves down to our mat. With the bent arms, the elbows are at shoulder height, palms down on the floor, looking. Looking down to start with, and then turn your head to the right side. Okay, so really connect with those core muscles. Then you're going to lift the right arm and right shoulder and right bit of chest up. Lower down, turn your head and do the second side. And lower down, turn your head and lift. So the right side of the chest is lifting. Lower down, turn your head and lift. So you can do 4 more. And if you wanted to do the full aeroplane with straight arms, you could. Hands by the shoulders, push yourself back. Now if you're able to sit on your heels, then please do. Stretch forwards. But if you can't, bring your legs around the front, it's fine. In this stretching position, I like to have my toes together and my knees apart, so I can stretch forward and feel the lovely stretch in my back and shoulders. And then we're going to come up. Now we're going to be side lying now. This is when you need your pillow to go under your head, okay? And the pillow needs to be the size that can fit in between your shoulder and your ear. It needs to fill in that gap because we need your head and neck to stay in line. So here's one I prepared earlier. I remember just in time. So when we're lying on our side, we're going to have our arms at shoulder height. Okay, so we're going to be down here and we have knees at Mother Brown position. So we've got knees in front of hips and we've got ankles under knees, all right? So we're proper on our side here, that's it. This is the position we're starting in. Okay, so your hips are stacked like 2 bricks and we need to visualize a stick going down here. There is no movement in your legs at all. The movement is in your upper body to get the lovely stretch. Now if you have issues with your shoulder, you can do this with a bent elbow, okay? So just have an awareness of those core muscles. As you take the elbow back, bend it back and look. to see where the elbow's going, and then return, okay? So keep the legs still, it's the body that's moving. If your shoulder mobility was fine, you could take that arm up, shoulder height, take it over the top, follow your thumb with your gaze, and just go as far as you can manage before the hips start moving. Feel the stretch in the shoulder and pause. And slowly return. That's it. So remember, keep the elbow bent if you need to reduce range because of your shoulder. Otherwise, take that arm over the top, keep the legs still, follow your thumb with your gaze. And then return. Well done. So we're doing two more on that side. Take the arm at shoulder height, over we go. Just go as far as is comfortable. And the key to getting a good stretch is to make sure the legs aren't moving. There's one more for me. Excellent, okay. So that was the first half of this move. Now we're going to take this arm over the head. Circle. Now again, if you need the elbow bent, that's fine. Take it over, pause, and then circle all the way back. Yep. So over the top and circle round. And you'll really feel a lovely chest stretch. Circle all the way back. I'm knocking the ball and stuff everything out the way here. And last time. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to rest there. Whew, give that shoulder a bit of a rest. Well done. Okay, so we are now going to come onto our side for some side work. Now, if you want to move your pillow out the way, you can extend your lower arm if you like, okay? Aiming for a straight line down the bottom arm, the back, and the top leg. You can have the bottom leg bent to keep you on your side, or if you're very strong, you can have them straight, okay? Remember, these hips are like two bricks in a wall, they're upright, okay? Hand can be here, okay? Hand could be here if you wanted it. Okay, we've got a lovely awareness of our core muscles. Now we're going to lift this top leg just a couple of inches, maybe to hip height, and we're going to circle. We're going to do 6 slow circles in one direction. Think length, okay, think length. That's it. So 6 circles in one direction. Pause and 6 back the other way. 6, 5, 4, 3. Hope you're doing it slowly. 2 and 1 and rest. Now the less weight you can put through your hand, the more you're working. All right, and just make sure your neck is comfortable. It may well be that you might want to look down to the floor. That might suit your neck better. Okay, so we've done 6 circles in both directions, and what we're going to do now, we're going to flex the foot. That means bring the toes up, and we're just going to pulse it for we're going to pulse it for 8. So we're going to lift. We're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 again. Come on, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and rest. Oh, brilliant. Well done. Give it a pat. Now let's do our little quad stretch. We're straightening out the top leg, bringing the heel towards the bottom. Okay, you can do this on your front if you don't find side lying is comfortable. If you want a bigger stretch, straighten out the bottom leg and lift that bottom foot in front of that bent leg. No, I have to look down for this, it gives me neck ache. Should be feeling a lovely stretch down the front of that bent leg. Well done. Straighten that leg. Oh, and give this leg a wiggle. Good work, leg. Okay, we are going to slowly come up to sitting and find our ball. Okay, now if you don't have a ball, don't worry. You can do the exercises without a ball, but if you want one posting, the board is £5 and the postage is £1. It's only a contribution towards the postage. They are so useful to have. They come with a straw and a bung, so you don't have to worry about them not fitting through your letterbox. Okay, so our ball. Now what we're going to do, we are going to have the ball under our bottom. Okay. Now we're going to do the second leg in a minute. Don't you worry, I haven't forgotten. And if I do forget, you must tell me. Right, put the ball in your lower back and then reverse onto it. Whoop. I've got a big ball here. This is much harder to bounce on. Okay, so the ball is under your bottom, lower back and bottom, and it should be comfortable. If it gives you any element of back pain, then don't use it, okay? If you don't have a ball, you can just do the exercise without. Okay, so the shoulders are relaxed, arms down by the sides. Okay, we're going to bring one knee up, followed by the second. We're going to take the legs towards the ceiling. Now beginners would have their arms out wide. If you feel a little bit more confident, you can take the arms down by the side. And if you're feeling downright flashy, you can bend your arms at the elbow. Okay, so we're going to do cycling, okay? Right, to really connect with those core muscles and start cycling, all right? Now with any of this, the slower you go, the more you feel it. Legs straight up are nice and easy. Legs further away, much harder, okay? So breathe nice and steadily as you're working. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now pause, back the other way. So just get the rhythm. And from an alignment point of view, if you look to your knees, I'd like your ankles, knees and hips to be in a nice straight line. So let's count. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Pause and lower the feet down. Woof! Did you feel that? I did. Very good. Okay. So we're going to pause again. Little breather. Okay. So now we're going to take one leg up, followed by the second. Take the legs up. I say you can do this without the ball, it's not a problem. Legs wide. Okay, so the toes are gently pointed. We're going to take the legs wide and return, but cross them at the middle. Take them wide, cross with the other foot in the middle. Now, as we did with the last one, legs straight up is nice and easy. If you want to work a lot harder, you take the legs lower, but you need to keep them straight. Okay, so we're going to go 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. Good work. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Knees together, lower the feet down. Now to dismount, we can gently push the hips up, push the ball out and lower ourselves down and give ourselves a gentle wriggle and a stretch. Come back. Go away. Right, excellent. We are going to roll onto our side, push ourselves up, and we're going to turn around our mat and do the second side with the legs. So bring your pillow with you. Okay, so the pillow goes onto the head. And remember, we are lying on our side with our arms at shoulder height. Knees in front of hips, ankles under knees, all right? That's it. And I would take the glasses off, that's it. So remember, there is no movement at all in the legs, the hips stay still. Okay, if you need to, proceed with a bent elbow. Still turning your head as your elbow goes over, okay? Otherwise, really connect with those core muscles and take this top arm over the top. Follow your thumb with your gaze, keep going as far as is comfortable, but don't move these legs. Pause, let that shoulder stretch. Breathe in. As you breathe out, slowly close over. Now you have 3 more to do at this shoulder height. Just enjoy that stretch and really focus on keeping those legs still. Remembering to breathe. When we do our stretching, we can override the stretch reflex. You can get to a point where you don't think you can go any further, then breathe in. As you breathe out, you may well feel you can melt a little lower. And then close back up. We were doing 4. I've only got my arm bent because I've got a wall there. So when you've done those 4, settle yourselves and then you can go over the top. In a big semicircle, follow the thumb with the gaze again, pause and take it over the top. So this is a real chest opener, isn't it? Really big on stretching the chest, the shoulder, the upper back. And one more. Brilliant. And then back. Well done. We're taking the pillow out unless you need it in because of your shoulder. Okay, so we are now going to do our side lying work. Now, I am straight, but I'm not sure if the camera makes me look straight. I am, don't worry. So we've got this palm up, this palm is up. We're on our side, hips are stacked, okay? Really have a lovely awareness of those core muscles, okay? And do you remember we started with the leg lift, didn't we? The hips are upright. We lifted that top leg and then we did 6 slow circles. Slow now. In one direction. Try and put as little weight as you can through this hand. Make sure your neck is comfortable. If you need to look down to the mat, then please do. We did 6 circles in one direction, then we're going to go back the other way. Good. Slow wins the race on this one, you know. You'll feel it much more if you do it slowly. That's it. And then pause and give that leg a bit of a pat. Then everybody's favourite leg lifts came in next, didn't they? We flexed the foot, okay. Make sure you're lovely and straight. Look to wherever you need to for your neck. That's it. And we were doing 4 lots of 8 pulsing. Okay, so we're going to lift, we're going to pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Woo! Bring those knees up. Give them a pat. Well done. We moved on to our quad stretch, didn't we? We stretched out that top leg, brought the heel towards the bottom, push the hips forward, and remember you can roll onto your tummy or be flat, standing up if that's more comfortable. Okay, so we brought the top heel towards the bottom. If you want that bigger stretch, lift up your bottom foot. Make sure your neck is comfortable. Excellent. Lower that foot down and stretch. Give it a wriggle. Okay, I'm coming up now to find my band. Here we are. So we're going to do some stretching with our band. So we're going to go back down to our mat. I wish you could see my greyhound. His head is hanging off the sofa and he's just looking at me like, what are you doing when you could be asleep on the sofa with me? He's got his ears pricked up but flopped. It's quite funny. Okay, so we are going to take ourselves back down to the floor and we are going to put our band round our right foot. I'm upside down, which feels a bit funny, but it's quite good for your brain to not always do things the same way. So we're putting the band round the right foot. We're flexing the feet, so toes are down. Now we're going to do the Emma stretch up, okay? So many people do this, okay? They've got nowhere to go, they need to come up. One wrap around each hand, settle the shoulders, okay? And the leg you're not working can be bent or straight, you choose. Breathe in. As you breathe out, draw that leg in. You take the leg away to breathe in and breathe out. So maintain as comfortably straight leg as you can manage. You're doing 6. I'm putting the music on again. It appears to have stopped. So this is where you should be feeling the stretch all down the back here. Leg away to breathe in and breathe out. And you're going to do 6 of these. So once you've done those 6, let's move on to friend joins the party, which is a nice glute stretch. So that's when our left foot crosses the right ankle but has nothing to do with the band. Okay, so crosses the ankle. Both feet are as comfortably flexed as they can be and the legs as straight as they can be. Breathe in. As you breathe out, draw those legs in. Take the legs away to breathe in and breathe out. You have 4 more to do. Well done. Hope you're enjoying this lovely glute stretch. I am. Well done. So when you've done those 6, pop your left foot in the band and take the right leg out, okay? If you need to, give your hands a bit of a rest just by wriggling the fingers. You're going to stretch up. 1 wrap around each hand. Settle the shoulders. Well done. Start with as comfortably straight leg as you can manage. Breathe in. As you breathe out, draw that leg in. Take it away to breathe in. And breathe out. And you have 4 more to do, so that makes 6. 6. You can now put the right foot crossing the ankles, both legs as comfortably straight as they can be, and move on to your friend joins the party. Breathing in at the top, breathing out as you draw it in. I've got plenty of bands. If anyone wants to buy a band, let me know. But you could use a belt or a dressing gown belt. But I don't want it to be a rubbery band, okay? It's got to be fixed. Good. After those 6, gently take the legs down to the floor and give your hands a bit of a rest. So just, if you link your fingers, push the hands away. And that's it. Now if it's possible, just take the arms over the head. And then bring the hands back. Again, take them over the head if that's possible. And then return the hands down to your side. Okay, so we're just going to have a short relaxation. You're going to lie comfortably. It doesn't matter, you could have your legs bent, you could be on your side, or you could just be flat. It's fine, you choose. But settle the shoulders, arms down by your sides. If you want to, close your eyes. And you're going to focus on nothing but your breathing. In through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. To bring your focus back to the room, just circle your hands round. And relax your arms. We're going to bend up one leg, put the foot flat on the floor, followed by the second. And if you're comfortable to, lower the right knee down the right side, left knee down the left side. And you can put your hands on your inner thighs to make the stretch bigger. You can inch your heels closer if that's possible. This gives you a lovely inner thigh stretch. So take the hands away and slowly place the knees back together again. We're going to roll onto one side, it doesn't matter which. Pause and push yourself up. And just get accustomed to sitting up. Now we're going to finish on the floor, okay? So if you just get into a position that's comfy for you, it could be legs out the front, it could just be sitting with crossed legs, it doesn't matter. I just want you to be comfortable. And we're going to roll the shoulders, okay? And we're just going to circle the hands around. So circle them round. And circle back the other way. The arms have done lots of work today. So we're just going to take one arm forward and take it across the body. That little shoulder stretch. Swap sides, take it forwards and across. Well done. Okay, relax the shoulders, take a big breath in as we stretch up. And breathe out. As we bring the arms down. One more time, breath in. Big stretch up. And breathe out. Yay! Well done. Now I'm going to just pretend that it's stopping, and then Andy cuts the video, and then I'll have a quick chat to you. So thank you very joining me for PureStretch, and I hope you can join me another time. Okay, excellent. So now I just want to turn the music off and mention, that's it, I just want to mention all classes are running as normal this week. As you will have read in the newsletter last night, I'm going to have a week's holiday next week, just a holiday from teaching. I'm not going anywhere, I'm just going to sit in the garden, either under an umbrella, a sunshine umbrella or a rain umbrella, I don't know, it doesn't matter. But you won't be missing classes because you will have pre-recorded classes instead. We will post classes at all the normal times, so you'll have an exercise session to do with me. It just will be pre-recorded and not live. I will be teaching live Pilates with Zoom because none of our Pilates sessions are ever recorded, so they will be having live sessions. Okay, so that's the plan for next week. The newsletter comes out every Sunday night at 6 o'clock. Please read it because it will give you updates. We've got a hogged session on Thursday at 11:30. So if you've got a hog and you want to join us, let me know. That's a 1 hour session. If you haven't got a hog but you want one, let me know and I can post you one. I've got a supply of hogs, bands and balls if anyone wants any equipment. You just get much more out of the session if you have got your own equipment. So thank you all so much for joining me this Monday, and I will look forward to your comments. I love your feedback. It's really, really useful, and I do make changes and tweaks on the strength of your feedback. So do let me know, and I also love to hear if you like it too. Thank you everyone, and I will see you soon. Bye bye. Hello Jill. Oh, how lovely, all those lovely people are watching. Bye.